The health of the elderly is always an issue of concern for many people, especially when passing the age threshold of 50 and 60. The signs of aging increase and reduce the quality of life. So is there any advice for people over 60 to maintain a healthy body and positive mentality? The following article will reveal specific details to you. Health is an extremely important aspect that any of us must care about, especially for the elderly. From the age of 60 onwards, health quickly declines and chronic diseases appear more frequently. So what is the advice for people over 60 to maintain a stable physical and psychological state? Health problems at age 60 are common. When you turn 60, rapid aging occurs. At this time, there are many changes inside the body, mainly negative trends such as impaired senses at the age of 60. Most of this group of people have problems related to hearing, vision, and teeth. Typically, hearing loss easily occurs. The hair cells in the inner ear gradually die, and the elderly can no longer hear sounds around them clearly. That is also the reason why hearing aids sell so well among people aged 60 and over. Advice for people over 60 years old for my experts is to have eye surgery at the right time to limit cataracts and macular degeneration. At this age, you are at risk of diseases such as dry eyes, glaucoma, or cataracts that hinder vision, making it especially difficult to read or drive. In addition, tooth decay, bad breath, and dry mouth are also common in people over 60 years old. There are many studies showing that people over 60 years old are 4 times more likely to get oral cancer than people 20 years old, have a chronic illness, cardiovascular disease, bone and joint disease, and blood pressure are the 3 most common diseases in people turning 60 years old. In fact, at this age, the body has stopped creating new T cells, so the immune system is quite weak. Not to mention the unhealthy living habits and diet maintained from the age of 20 until the age of 60 cause unpredictable consequences. At age 60, heart attack and stroke due to heart failure are the leading causes of death. Problems such as osteoporosis and bone and joint pain due to calcium and vitamin D deficiency also make it difficult for this group of people to exercise in daily activities. Not to mention, hypertension also requires people over 60 to control it by taking medication daily to reduce serious complications for the body. Changes in appearance at age 60. The body's metabolism decreases, so if you are maintaining a diet rich in fat, protein, and starch, it is easy to gain weight. In addition, not only in the 60 age group, as soon as you turn 50, skin changes happen quickly. At this time, the skin becomes thinner, wrinkles, age spots appear, and is easily dry because the skin's ability to self-hydrate is no longer there. Tips for people over 60 to maintain stable health. To be able to maintain stable health, as soon as you pass the twilight years, you must build a scientific diet and exercise regimen to improve resistance and limit disease. Invest in nutrition regardless of age. Nutrition still plays a very important role in maintaining stable health. You need to limit or even avoid eating processed foods rich in fat and sugar. Prioritize fiber in meals, eat vegetables and fruits rich in antioxidants. You can regularly eat nuts, fish, and cereals to supplement essential vitamins and minerals for the body in the healthiest way. In addition, to maintain strong bones and joints, the elderly should prioritize drinking 2 cups of milk a day and should consider choosing skimmed unsweetened milk. Taking care of your mind. The advice for people over 60 that any psychologist would mention is to take time to take care of your brain. In fact, our brains need to be productive every day to prevent confusion and memory loss. Continuing to study, research, and create is a good way to avoid brain function decline. In addition, special attention should be paid to mental health care. Meditating, reading books, practicing yoga, and chatting with friends are good ways to relieve your mind and maintain positivity in your soul. Regular health checkups. Regular health checks help people over 60 understand their health status, and proactively treat and prevent diseases. In fact, you must maintain this habit from a young age because disease screening is the most practical and timely action to ensure good health, especially through tests, examinations, and consultations with doctors. You are less likely to be confused about your health, and if you get sick, you can treat it with the highest success rate. Notes when taking care of the elderly over 60 years old. After learning about advice for people over 60, we need to pay attention to the notes in taking care of the elderly, because not all young people living with their parents or grandparents in the family know how to care for them properly. Encourage them to participate in activities. Older people often tend to like to sit or lie down. If you maintain this state regularly, it is very bad for your health. You need to encourage older people in your family to participate in activities such as yoga, nutrition, and walking. Especially take them to groups where they can chat with many people to relax and confide. Divide meals into small portions. Older people have poor digestive systems and slow metabolism. From then on, they are not suitable to eat too much of a meal. Meals need to be divided into 5 to 6 meals a day for easier nutrient absorption. Always visit and chat. In fact, the elderly often have many psychological problems, most of which are feelings of guilt, low self-esteem, and loneliness. You need to take time to share and talk with them. Especially always maintain a stable psychological state. Limit arguments with grandparents and parents when they have different views from young people. Above are some tips for people over 60 years old. If your family has relatives in this age group, don't skip this article.